Hey guys, it's Clarice and I am finally back with another video. This is going to be a get ready with me for date night. Oh, I'm not naked. I'm not naked. It looks like I'm naked from here up. Not naked, but we are getting ready for date night. Hubby and I are going out to celebrate my birthday and I wanted to do this super sultry brown smoky eye. And I'm going to go through it step by step for beginners because my cousin told me she would beat me up if I didn't make a beginner friendly makeup video. This one's for you, Deja. Hope you guys enjoy. Okay, so let's get started with this beginner friendly warm smoky eye. So we're going to be using the new Natasha Denona Eye Sculpt Texture and Tone palette. This is the one in Dramatic. The soft one really didn't speak to me that much, so we're going to be using this one. If you have any neutrals palette, brown eyeshadows, anything like that, you can use in place of this palette. You don't necessarily need this one. Two that I have that are my favorite are the Morphe Nude Ambitions. Super similar to that palette. Also the Makeup by Mario. This one is in all mattes. Love it. Also the Morphe 18WT Matte Essentials. This one's all matte, but again, super warm browns. You just need browns that you like. If you like cool tone browns, you can use cool tone browns. If you like warm tone browns, you can use warm tone browns. I like warm and neutral browns, but my dress tonight is a leather strapless. I'm sorry. My dress tonight is a leather strapless, kind of like warm cognac brown dress. And so I want my eyeshadows to play off of that, like going for a very monochromatic look. So I'm going to have warm, smoky eyes, probably a chocolatey lip, and my dress in chocolate pumps. Just like very monochromatic, kind of going off of golden glowy skin. Okay, so we are going to get started. Let's prime my eyes. For priming, I'm going to be using the P. Louise base, creasing in my eye base, just kind of pat it in place. Blur out any harsh lines there, because once your eye base, if it's an eye base like this, the Juvia's Place, anyone like that, once it sets, and if you have a harsh line, you are going to be able to see it, because it has color and some pigmentation to it. So make sure that you blend it out really well. Okay. Get that nice and set. I am not going to put a powder over it, because I want it to grab I want that base to really grab onto my eyeshadows. So I'm not going to set it. Stuff is everywhere. All right. Next, I'm going to set my brows in place with my Maybelline Super Fluff. Okay. To go in with my two palettes. Actually, I'm just going to use this one. I'm just going to use the Natasha Denona. Natasha Denona. Okay. So first, we're going to go in with our tapered blender brush. And I'm going to take this lightest mid-tone brown color here. I'm going to use that as my crease color. We're going to use this to make sure that all of our colors blend out without any harsh lines. So I'm going to go right here, right above my crease, and blend that in. It's going to feel a little sticky because remember, we didn't put any base on. I mean, we didn't set our base with powder, so you may feel it be a little sticky. That's okay, though. I'm okay with that. I actually like that. That's going to ensure that my mattes stick, okay? Pat, 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 pat to apply. You pat it in first and then blend. Kind of keeps your brush from getting stuck there. Okay. Depending on your base color, you may not see it, but I am okay with that. But I know that whenever I start to layer my browns, you're not going to see that color, that like any line of demarcation. This is going to help them to blend together, okay? Next color that I'm going to go in with is P1. This one here. This one is about my skin tone, and I'm going to buff that all over the eye as well, just a little bit lower. Okay, and we're going just a little lower than where we put Y1. This one you can see a bit more because it is darker than our base. Blend, blend, blend. Blend like your life depended on it, sister. So what have you guys been up to? Me, I've been gone for a bit because I've been kind of in a little funk. I had some family tragedy go on during the summer, and I had a really, really hard time pulling myself out of that funk that it set me in. And I've just been working, I would say since August, to kind of pull myself out and come back to me. And it's really hard. You know, whenever people talk about depression, they're always talking about doing the work. And, you know, yeah, you do have to do the work. And sometimes it's really hard to do the work when you're in the midst of it, you know? So we just went in with P3, this mid-tone skin tone shade here. Next, I'm going to go in with with W3 here. Okay. And we're just going to go just a smidge lower. This is going to warm it up a bit. Yeah, so I had a hard time pulling myself out of that funk that it set me in, and I felt like it was just one thing after another. Literally, I felt like we could not catch a break during that time. And so it was just really hard for me to kind of feel like doing anything. You know, I was struggling with doing just everyday life things. So I knew that I wasn't going to come on and film and, you know, act like everything is just okay whenever I'm struggling to do the things that I have to do in life. Take care of my kids, take care of my family. So I just did it, you know, and I think that was real helpful to me, was just not doing anything that I had felt like I didn't have to do, and essentially that I didn't want to do. So we're just taking that darker brown and just building up that crease. Do you see that? Okay. Nice. Okay. So, I feel like I'm doing much better. I feel like I am better communicating what I need and how I am feeling. So that is always helpful. But if you are feeling like you are, you know, in that spot, don't give up. Keep going. It is hard. It's super, super hard. I'm going in and just kind of blending right here. It just kind of looks a little patchy to me. It is super, super hard completely understand it, but you are not alone. I just want you to know that. You are not alone, okay? No matter how alone you may feel, you're not alone. So next, I'm going to take N1, this dark brown right here, and I'm going to apply that to my lid. And this time I'm using a flat shader brush. It's a little flat shader brush, little packer brush. And I am just going to pat this dark brown in place. Literally tapping it in place. No swiping, just patting. And I am feeling right where I can feel like my eyeball. Like if I go like this, I'm applying it right up to where my crease literally begins. Like I can feel the curvature of my eyeball. That is where I am stopping with this shade. No higher than that, okay? Going right up to the top of my, tippy top of my eyeball. Tippy top. I am really loving this new palette from Natasha Denona. I like most of her eyeshadow palettes. I feel like there were a few that I was not a fan of. The color palette, so I didn't even purchase them. So I can't tell you if they were like good or bad, but the majority of her midis I have, I think with the exception of 3. I have all of her midi palettes except for 3. And then her bigger ones that she had before the midis, I have those. And then I have the first 2 larger palettes that she came out with. The green brown and the blue purple. So I really do like this eyeshadow palette. It's beautiful. Perfect for me. It's perfect for me. All right. So we have that lid color in place. See, it looks, once it all comes together, it's going to look like we did a lot and we didn't. All right. So for now, our eyes are done. Okay. Beautiful smoky. Beautiful smoky. Can it be darker? Absolutely. Do I want it to be darker? No. Because my eyes can get very squinty and very, very small real fast. And I don't want them to get lost in the sauce. I am going to add some lashes to them. So I don't want my eyes to be narrowed. My husband likes to look into my eyes. And I don't want to feel like I'm kind of going like this all night, because I feel like my makeup is making my eyes feel smaller. So I'm going to leave it here. I feel like this is the perfect smoky eye for me. And it's also a perfect, beautiful beginner's smoky eye, okay? So remember, gradually build up your smokiness. Start with your lightest first. Bring it all around. Gradually bring your darker colors down to the bottom of your lid. That is what works for me. I think that is the easiest way for me to do my smoky eyes. We will go back and retouch as we do the rest of the face, okay? So I had already applied my NYX primer, my water powder primer serum, and then on top of that, I applied my e.l.f. Power Grip primer. So we have those. I feel like my Power Grip's not as sticky anymore. Let me add it a little bit more. I add another pump of Power Grip. I'm gonna put that in. I guess today it's probably kind of going to be like a Natasha Denona complexion video, because I am going to do the Hy-Glam foundation. And whenever I do a new foundation, if I have the concealer and the powders that go along with it, I like to use those also. So I have the color NY11. I figured that was my color because I also have that in my compact. Oh no, I have NY12. NY12 in my compact. So NY11 and NY12 is my colors for Natasha Denona. And my concealer, I wear the color NP10. So we are going to give this a chance. I think these three things were like the first complexion products I've had from Natasha Denona. I love her eyeshadow palettes. Never purchased a complexion product from her until I bought the concealer and the powder foundation. And then whenever I did buy them, I liked them. I just stopped. I used them for a little bit and then I just kind of stopped. No rhyme or reason. I think I just got some other complexion products. Yeah. So we are going to apply this to our face. I think NY11 may be a little too light. I should have just gotten NY12. Got started too. Oh yeah, it's a bit light for me. Let's see if it oxidizes. You know what? I bought this based off of my normal color. So in July, we went to Jamaica and I still kind of have, like, my skin don't revert back to its normal color very quickly. So I still have some of that tan. So we'll see. If I need to, I will darken this. It's making me look very yellow. It's like a little yellow. Now I may have to go and get another color. Is that NY11? We have to just get in maybe just a neutral instead of a neutral yellow. But I am, as you can see, like from my, well, I can't tell if that's from my hairline because I dyed my hair red. So let me see. Let me see from my ear. Yeah, the foundation is a little more yellow than my skin tone. So it's okay. We'll fix it. We will fix it. Foundation applied down my neck. Not too shabby. Okay. So we're going to go in with concealer. And my concealer, I like for my concealer to dry a little bit. Like I said, like I am a full glam lady, so I don't do that little minimal soft glam concealer that they do now. Like I still like my triangles. I like the clown paint, okay? Clown paint. We are going to let that dry. What time is it? That is such a good question. I have to keep up with the time because sometimes I'll let time get away from me and then my husband comes in here and is like getting dressed and I act like I'm almost done and I'm not. And I don't want to rush it tonight. For a cream bronzer, I'm going to go in with my LYS No Limit Cream Bronzer in Honest. Let's see if this helps to like warm my face back up. Well, it don't look so bad. Like, okay. So I don't think I need a darker color. Now that it's settled, it looks good. It's just a little startling whenever you first put it on there. I think people should know that because I don't think nobody knows that. So everywhere I want to bronze. Little small fluffy brush. This one's an old brush that I have from BH Cosmetics, so I'm going to use this to blend in my cream bronzer. Just small tap in, a little tap tap and some small circles just to get it all nice and cohesive. Okay. And as you see, I bronzed up a little higher than my cheekbones because I realized that I would bronze like right at my cheekbone, and sometimes whenever I blend it in, it would blend down and it would kind of make my face look longer. I don't want that. So if I, little itch. Oh, anybody else get that random brush hair? If I place it a little bit higher and then blend, whenever I blend it, it's right at my cheekbone. And so then it's in the perfect position. So that's a little keynote I'll be taking in. So what about you guys? How are you guys doing? I know things kind of suck in the world right now. Just trying to, keep the faith, but while still speaking out. I am not one of those people that remain silent in the face of injustice, in the face of wrongdoing. Like, that's not me. That's not my character. So I have been speaking out a lot, and I will continue to speak out because as a country, we deserve better. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go back in now with the same little brush that I blended out my eye base with and blend out my concealer. And I'm just going to tap, tap, tap those edges where my concealer and my bronzer meet. And then I'm going to go right on the tippy top where my lash line is. And that's mainly where I'm going to do my blending. I'm going to leave that middle alone because I want the most coverage and impact in that area. Highlight my chin so that it comes forward a little bit. And then we're going to kind of sculpt this area back out. We don't want that bronzer to be too far down, and we don't want that jaw to come too far up either. If you are a beginner, even for a Hy-Glam look, you do not have to start with like cream bronzer. Do your concealer and leave it at that. You can do your powder bronzer until you feel more comfortable with it. Cream is not a necessity at all. Okay, girl? Don't feel like you have to do cream. I didn't do cream for a while. Like, I literally just got into cream and liquid bronzer. I want to say maybe this year, maybe the end of last year. I have like, you feel that phantom hair. It's like on your face. That's what I call it, the phantom hair. I am just blending to make sure that there are no harsh lines. And I would rather blend with my bronzer brush to dissipate those hard lines than my concealer brush, because I don't want to bring that highlight into a place where I don't want brought out, you know. The edges of my highlight meet the bronzer, so it's easy to blend away those harsh lines that way. Okay, so touching up my concealer. No more product. I'm literally just blending. No additional product here. All right. And you see my face is very dewy, very luminous right now. We are going to set it down because that is not my jam. I do want a nice glow, but I also want my makeup to be long wearing. So we are going to set with powder just to help tame one size. I'm going to use Ultra Peach for under my eyes. And all of those highlighted areas. Okay, I pick it up on my puff. And then just kind of let it go out like this. I am setting. I'm not baking yet. I am going to bake. I'm going to go back in. And my eyes naturally crease because I have little creases in my skin. So I'm going to blend those out and then I'm going to set. Don't set your crease, girl. You're setting yourself up for failure, okay? If you don't learn anything else from me, do not set your crease. Blend it out first. Nice little blend. Okay. And then set. Okay, and this is going to take that tacky layer off of our skin. Blend, blend, blend. Okay, and this is, so the way that I do mine is I set first and then I go back and bake. And what that ensures is that what I have actually baking has been perfected. Okay, I have it set. I have it set in place just like I want it. So that whenever I bake, I'm not baking any creases. I'm not baking any patchy concealer. None of that. Just going to go back in and apply a good bit of powder. I like to bake to keep my area nice and bright. Okay. And then at my left lines to keep those in place because I don't think my husband is the funniest person in the world, but whenever we get together, I think we are like the funniest people ever. So I have to set my laugh lines because I know at dinner, like, we are going to be cackling. All right, there we go. At marinating, I am going to set the rest of my face and then I'm going to go in and set my bronzer. I know that's a little backwards, but this is what works for me and this is how I like to do it. Okay, so I'm going to set the rest of my face and I'm going to set around where I baked. And again, this is with my Natasha Denona Hy-Glam Powder Foundation. Right? Yeah, Natasha Denona Hy-Glam Powder Foundation in NY12. Down my neck, because that's where I brought my foundation. Put some on my ears. So I did haul some up on my ears here. Okay. And what bronzer am I going to use? And oh wait, MAC Sunstruck Matte Bronzer in the color Deep Golden. So powder foundation, we are going to set it and I'm placing it higher up just like I did my cream. Bringing it over, temples, forehead, over to the left side. Bringing it on down. Nice blend. Blending it here. Cheekbones. Just getting it in, getting it in. Yes, I know it is super old school to still do your bronzer this way. So what? So what? Call me old, okay? Technically, I am old. Like, I'm from that makeup era. So, yeah, of course, I would still do my makeup this way. What do you mean? I'm gonna take my little spongy and I'm just gonna reverse, clean that up there, just like I did with my concealer, just to make sure we, like our bronzer isn't going down too far. Okay, bronzer done. Bronzer done. And you know what? I probably shouldn't have set my whole face because I just realized I didn't do my cream blush. I guess I'll just wear powder blush tonight. No cream. That's cool. I'm just gonna blend off my bake. Unless I wear like one of my Denona MyRix blurring balm blushes, which are amazing. But I don't think I have, actually I know I don't have the latte one, and that's probably the one that I would wear with this look. So I may just be wearing a different, I'll probably just be wearing a different blush, just powder blush only. Gotta go down low and scrunch. Okay. Face is looking great. You look gorgeous, darling. Got a little unblend right there, and that's okay. Look at my chin. Oh, I like it. Oh, I like it. Okay, so we got that done. Bronzer, yes. Highlight, yes. Okay, the Pat McGrath Labs Skin Fetish Divine Blush in Paradise Venus. It is her beautiful terracotta. Little terracotta color. So it's going to give me that warmth. It's going to give me some browns without being pink. So we're going to apply that on our skin. As soon as I find my blush brush, I guess I can use this one. We'll use this one. It is the new Morphe M201 powder blush. It has like a little slight angle to it, but it is not very dense. Slight angle to it. So we're just gonna pop that in and apply it to our cheeks. Beautiful. All right. And then we have Bronze Mirage, also from Pat McGrath. And we are going to apply this as our highlighter. And I'm using my Beautarte Designs Pro Pointed Blender Brush. Very loose, nice, soft. Tap off our excess and apply that high up on my cheekbones, corner of my eye. I'm trying to think, am I going to use this as an inner corner highlight? Do I want an inner corner highlight? Of course I want an inner corner highlight. Then I guess yes. Pretty. Down my nose. Cupid's bow. Oh, look at the sun. All right. Before we get started with that, I want to do my under eye. Because I know y'all didn't think that I was just going to leave it naked like this. Like, absolutely not. That is a travesty. So I'm going to go back into my Eye Sculpt palette here. And I think I'm going to take N3. We're going to work backwards. Okay. Going to take N3 and we're going to go right up against our lash line. Okay, right up against our lash line. It'll look like we have like a little liner there. And this brush is super, super pointed. This is my Lori P Precision Smudger eyeshadow brush. This is the Lori P kit that I recommended in my Brush for Beginners kit. Smudging that right up against our lash line. Okay, and then we're going to go in with a pencil brush. This is just my old school MAC traditional pencil brush. This brush is 15 years old, y'all. And I'm going to go in with, what Smokey do I want it? I'm going to go in with my W3 and smoke it out just like a little bit lower. I want it smoky, but I don't want it too dark. So I'm going just a little bit lower on that lash line and applying that W3. And do you see the difference? Like you can see the warmth there. I'm just going to bring it out to the outer eye just to kind of connect everything. Going right at the base of that N3. Now we are officially smoky. Officially smoky without having raccoon eyes. Love. We're going to add some brown liner. Trying to land down on that one. Do my tight line. And liquid liner. I'm only doing liquid liner to hide the band of my lashes. It will intensify the look, but you don't necessarily have to. Before we put our lashes on, we're going to set our face. Okay, we're going to try the new Denona MyRx Yummy Skin Liquid Blurring Balm Mattifying Setting Spray with Epsilite Technologies. Okay, and so unlike the Until Dawn, this one sprays like a traditional setting spray. It's not aerosol, but we'll see how it goes. I forgot to contour my nose. Y'all was not even gonna tell me. Wasn't even gonna tell me. So I'm just gonna take a tapered blender and my foundation powder. I don't want a real harsh contour. Sounds like my washing machine is on the fritz. Okay. All right, so let's prep our lashes. So it is the Kiss Lash Couture, the Muses Noblesse. These are the lashes that I will be wearing. I probably should have put my contacts in before this, but I didn't think about it. But I don't think I'm going to be wearing glasses tonight. Just put my contacts in afterward. Damn it, I knew that was going to happen. All right, looks like we are almost done. Almost done. Put my inner corner highlight. Oh, look at that pump. Look at that pump. Yes. This is, I'm going to go in with my Givenchy Prisme Libre number 5 finishing powder. We are just going to set, kind of give the face a soft blur. We are good. That is it for the face. That is all. That is all. Okay, now we're going to go in for this chocolate brown lip. Let's see, what liner are we going to use? Here we go. Cold brew. Cold brew. So we're going to do cold brew. We're going to give cold brew a try. I used Rebel Con last night. It's a little bit more red brown than what I wanted, but it's beautiful, super gorgeous, nice and creamy. Sorry, this is a new one, and I haven't opened it yet. This plastic wrap, like I know you have to put it on there to make sure nobody's using it, but damn, I don't want you to use a box because I don't want it to go up in price. But I can't get into it. Finally. All right, cold brew. Not as dark as I would have wanted. Beautiful color, but not as dark as I want. So I'm just going to go in with my good old espresso. Yeah. color lipstick do I want to wear? I'm going to go in with MAC Photo. Oldie but a goodie. And Photo is a satin. It is a satin from MAC. Let's see. Let's spray my hair and redo it. Okay, guys, so that is going to do it for today's Get Ready With Me. Step-by-step, beginner-friendly, I can't say words. A step-by-step, beginner-friendly brown smoky eye, full glam. I did not hold back on you guys at all. I told you it would pack a major punch. Looks like you are a pro, and it's not much. Like, it does not take much at all. So I live for these monochromatic smoky eye looks. Like, chef's kiss, they are my baby, okay. So I am gonna go get dressed. I'm gonna put on my dress and show you guys the final look. Okay, I'll be right back, guys. So here is the completed look along with my dress. I had so much fun creating this look and getting ready for date night with you guys. My forehead did look a little dry while I was getting dressed, so I didn't touch it up or anything. I just sprayed, oh, it's still in the bathroom. I just sprayed my One Size setting spray over it. The, what is it called? The Powder Melt. So the glass setting spray, I just sprayed that one all over my forehead and the upper half of my face to kind of help that powdery look go away. And as you guys can see, it absolutely did the trick. So this is the look for tonight. I feel amazing. So thank you guys for getting ready with me. I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time.